I welcome you to this session of ISO 45001 2018, and today we are going to talk about clause number 6.1.4, planning action. So as usual, first of all, I'll read out the requirement to you as given in the standard. 6.1.4, planning action. The organization shall plan Action 2, number 1, address these risks and opportunities. Number 2, address legal requirements and other requirements. Number 3, prepare for and respond to emergency situations. B, how to, number 1, integrate and implement the actions into its occupational health and safety management system, processes or other business processes. Number 2, evaluate the effectiveness of these actions. The organization shall take into account the hierarchy of actions and outputs from the occupational health and safety management system when planning to take action. When planning its actions, the organization shall consider best practices, technological options, and financial, operational, and business requirements. So this is a small clause pertaining to the planning of actions, and let us discuss it in more detail. Well, the organization is expected to be taking actions to address the risks and opportunities which have been identified in the previous paragraphs. So to address the risks and opportunities, there are risks and there are opportunities which can result in improvement or which can also result in new risks. So again, we have to consider all those aspects. So whatever actions we have to plan to contain the risks have to be contained or taken care so that the person who is at work is not affected. That means provide him with whatever is necessary to safeguard his health and safeguard from injury. And anybody visiting that place is also to be safeguarded from these things. So address these risks and opportunities. And number 2, address legal requirements and other requirements. See, there are certain requirements which are legal. Those requirements in any case have got to be met with, and we have got to have process in place to address these legal requirements. And there are ways to keeping ourselves updated with regard to the legal requirements. If you go to the net, you will find certain agencies who for a certain cost will keep you updated on legal requirements, and you can meet all those legal requirements because legal requirements have got to be met. There is no option. And other requirements, if any, they have also got to be taken care. And number 3 is prepare for and respond to the emergency situations. If by any chance, at any point of time, there is any emergency situation, for example, there is fire or somebody has fallen or there is some other accident, then to respond to any emergency situation, the organization has to be ready. That means you have to have a process in place. You are supposed to be training your people how they will respond to the emergency situation. Perhaps a siren may be sounded so that everybody becomes alert and they gather at some place which is predetermined and told to everybody. So like that, you have to prepare yourself and respond to the emergency situations. And B is how to integrate and implement the actions into its occupational health and safety management system processes or other business processes. See, whatever planning we are doing to deal with the risks and opportunities, those things have to integrate with our business processes. That means they have to be part of all those business processes. People who are working in those areas, they should be aware about the planning that the organization is doing, and therefore the entire action is supposed to be integrated with the business processes or with separate sections who are existing within the organization. And number two is evaluate the effectiveness of these actions. So once we have planned the actions, we have also to assess whether the actions taken by us are effective or not. Effective means, are they delivering the desired results or not? If they are delivering the desired results, and then we can say that they are effective, and we find the whatever planning we have done, that is effective. That means we are able to take action according to the situation which arises. So that is how we are supposed to be integrating the entire action into our business processes and the systems. And number two is evaluate the effectiveness of these actions. So we have to evaluate whether these actions are effective or not. We just talked about it. The organization shall take into account the hierarchy of controls. See, there are hierarchy of controls which are defined under clause number 8.1.2 as to what you should be doing first and what you should be doing second. What should be the hierarchy of actions which you are supposed to take. So that is defined in clause number 8.1.2. We will discuss more about it when we come to that clause. And outputs from the occupational health and safety management system when planning to take actions. And when planning its actions, the organization shall consider the best practices, technological options, and financial, operational, and business requirements. So the action which we are planning has to match with the organization's options available. That means the financial options which we have, the technological options that we have, and the business requirements of the organization. So the actions that we take have to match with all these things. That means we can't take an action which we cannot afford, or we cannot take action where we don't have the technology. So the organization should consider actions where technology is available to the organization, finances are available to the organization, and we have option to fully comply with those planned actions. So in that manner, the actions have got to be planned. And we will quickly summarize these things. Once again, the organization shall be planning the actions, and they shall be planning the actions to address the risks and also the opportunities. So both the risks and opportunities have got to be addressed. We have to find out ways how to keep our people safe, and also how we can take advantage of the opportunities available. So both the things have got to be done, and the legal requirements in any case have not to be forgotten. They have to be met 100% without fail, and we have to prepare for and respond to emergency situations. If any emergency situation arises, then we have to in any case respond to it, and we have to have a plan in place for responding to the emergency situations. And we have to also plan how we are going to integrate and implement the actions into our occupational health and management system processes or other business processes. So that has to be taken care. And finally, we have to evaluate the effectiveness of the actions taken by us. That means how far the actions taken by us are effective, they are delivering the desired results. So if they are effective, they will be delivering the desired results. And the organization has to take into account the hierarchy of controls. That means actions, which action should be preferred first, which has to be preferred second. So the hierarchy of actions is defined in clause number 8.1.2. We shall be discussing it in more detail when we reach that clause. And when planning to take its actions, the organization shall consider the best practices available, best technological options available, and also keeping in view the financial position of the organization and the operational and business requirements of the organization. So all this has to be considered when we are planning action. I hope the requirement is clear to you. It's not a big requirement, but we have to take care of all these things which we have just reviewed. So I hope there is no problem in understanding the entire requirement. And if you have any doubt, please give your comment below this video. I'll try to explain it to you further on. And please, if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up, give me a like, and also share my video with your friends and colleagues. I'll feel very happy if you do so. And please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and also press the bell icon so that as and when I load my videos, the information will reach you in time and you will be able to see my videos at the earliest possible. So thank you all very much, and we see you again next Sunday. Bye.